Meh. Hey guys, it's Zach here with Backwoods Sniper Outdoors, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install the Nockturnal Lighted Nock with and without Nockturnal's special tool. So, what you're going to need is, if you're using Nockturnal's special tool, you're going to need that tool, and you're going to need your existing arrow with the existing nock inside of it. You're going to need a pair of pliers, your Nockturnal Lighted Nocks, and a towel that's been folded over a few times to kind of build up its thickness. And I'll show you why in a few seconds here. Okay guys, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is to remove the Old Nock from your arrow. So you're going to need the pliers, which I just have a little Cabela's multi-tool right here, and the arrow with the nock. And you're going to want to insert or put the pliers over top of the nock like such, and just pull straight back. And if it's giving you a little bit of trouble like mine is, you might want to try twisting the nock ever so slightly, and that helps loosen it, and then it comes right out. Then you have your old nock right here, and an arrow ready for a new Nockturnal Lighted Nock. And here we have the arrow with the Nockturnal Lighted Nock and the Nockturnal tool. So this part of the installation video is for if you're using the Nockturnal tool, which is shown right here. If you're using the Nockturnal tool, what you're going to want to do is just take this side of the Nockturnal tool, insert the nock like such, and you may want to put a little bit of bowstring wax on the nock. It helps it go in a little bit easier. I'm using previously used nocks on old arrows, so I'm hoping they go in easy. If not, I'll pause the video real quick and put some bowstring wax on them. But what you're going to want to do is line up the vein that you want on top with your Nockturnal Lighted Nock. And then you're just going to place the Nockturnal in like such, and just push until you hear that nice little click. If you need to adjust left or right, that's great. Part about this tool, you can take it and turn it a little bit if need be. Takes a little bit of doing. But once it's on there like you want, you just take the tool off and you have a freshly installed Nockturnal Lighted Nock. So for this video here, I'm going to show you how to install your Nockturnal without using the Nockturnal tool. And you can see I have my arrow with the nock already removed and a green Nockturnal right here. Make sure that the Nockturnal is the proper size for your arrow. They do come in multiple sizes, and there's also a new universal fit package. I recommend using the proper size for your arrow. I'm shooting Easton Bloodlines, which use an H nock. I just ordered these off of their website, and it comes fit perfectly. So I'd recommend those. And I've had bad experiences in the past with universal fit lighted nocks. Not going to name the company, but let's just say it was less than positive. They did have good customer service, but their products ultimately failed multiple times on me, and I stepped away from them. Anyway, what you're going to want to do is just line up the Nockturnal again the way you want it. Push it in as far as you can with your hands, which probably isn't going to be too far. I was able to get it to about there. There's still a decent gap there. And then what you're going to do, I'm going to show you what the towel's for. The towel is to act as a buffer between the nock and the table, which softens both the impact on the table, prevents it from scratching, nicking, denting, and also prevents you from breaking your Nockturnal. So what you're going to want to do then is just place it straight down on the towel, and using both hands, just push. And you heard that little click there? That means your Nockturnal is now installed on the arrow. Sits nice and flush. There's nothing in there, nothing in the way. You're not going to be able to pull that out without a pair of pliers. That's exactly what you want. Alright guys, so one last thing before I go. I'm going to highly recommend that you get yourself the Nockturnal Lighted Nock Tool. And the reason for this is it makes nock installation and removal very easy by inserting the nock into the tool like that. You've just seen how easily I was able to push the nock into the arrow, and this is also really great for removing nocks from arrows. I'm using these arrows second hand. I recently had to decrease my spine from a 400 to a 330. So in doing so, I had to take my nocturnals off of my old arrows to place them on my new arrows, and this was an amazing little tool for removing them without having to use a pair of pliers and risk harming my nocturnals in any way. But in addition to that, it has this cool little feature right here. Looks like a little claw almost, and the great thing about that is you just stick it in the opening in the nocturnal, push up, and it turns it off with no damage to the nocturnal whatsoever. I used to use field tips to turn off my nocturnals, and I found that over time it actually wore out the inner mechanism inside the nocturnal and made it so that one of my nocturnals was actually ruined because I was no longer able to turn it off, and I had to let the battery die on it, and there was nothing I could do about it. So that's why I highly recommend getting this tool. Ever since I had this tool, I've experienced no damage to the nock whatsoever, and like I said, it makes inserting and removing the nocks incredibly easy, as well as turning them off. I just make sure I stick it in my day pack. There's a little spot here where you can run a little rope through it if you want, so you can lash it onto something, make sure you don't lose it. I normally just stick it in my pocket. I believe it's under $10 for it. I purchased it about a year and a half ago, so I'm not completely certain on the price point, but I definitely recommend it to any and all people using the Nockturnal Lighted Nock. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. In addition, make sure you check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Backwoods Sniper Outdoors. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time.